My last videos were a bit on the heavy and dark side, so I'm gonna do a lighter one today. It's also a very rainy day here, and I did most of my spring cleaning yesterday, and I found out, well, I found that I had a deck of tarot cards that I hadn't used in a long while, which is a shame because they're beautiful, and I paid 30 euros for these. It's this one, the Wildwood. It's a deck that I had some trouble finding because apparently I had to have them shipped from England, and that's why they were so expensive. I couldn't find them in Belgium anywhere. They are a remake of the Greenwood Tarot, but the artwork is more primordial. And some people say that they get a really bad feeling from these cards, but to me, no, it doesn't do that to me at all. I always had a very much a feeling of wonder when I looked through these cards. Anyway, I wanted to pull a card, just one, and I'm not too familiar with the meaning of these cards. They have a keyword on the minor arcana, and I will say what comes to mind when I pull the card, and then I'll read what's in the book. See if it fits. Okay, so just one card as a sort of advice card on how to go forward from here, from this scandemic, as a tribe, as a soul tribe. Alright. They're very smooth and slippery, so sometimes multiple fly out. And I'm only gonna take one. I don't shuffle and then take the one from the top. I don't take the ones that flip while I'm shuffling. I take the one that flies off. Okay. Just one. There we go. Major Arcana, the Woodward. That's a bit of a shine there. Yeah, the Woodward. The Major Arcana do not have keywords here. The minors do. But when I look at this card, I mean, I immediately see the quintessential pagan almost. I mean, the Wood Warden, because Ward is short for Warden. He has what I think is a lynx next to him. There's a hawk flying over him. He's under a tree. He's holding a spear and a cup. Yeah, I don't get much other than just the quintessential pagan. So, considering how this whole scandemic is becoming a sort of Abrahamic religion of its own, in its own right, I would say that as pagans, we are already on the right path through not buying into the lie, not being on the chessboard. The duality of Abrahamic religions, the us and them. Well, there is an us and them, but the us and them on the chessboard, on the playing board. That's something that Thomas said as well, to get off the chessboard. And I think as pagans, we do that. We're not part of that world. Or at least I'm not. In my mind and in my heart, I am not. Ditch your TV. Don't read the news. Don't buy into the fear mongering. That's what I'm getting with this card. So I'll read it from the book now. The Woodward. Also, in the Rider-Waite, this is the Strength card. This one. The meaning of the card. The inherent balance of this image. I will hold it up. The inherent balance of this image shows the calm beauty of patience and love, countering the unbridled emotions of anger and hate. The Woodward, an ancient guardian of the wildwood, symbolizes the inner power that comes from facing fear and understanding the nature of darkness. Oh. The inner strength that comes from this awareness gives the individual the emotional body language and humility that says, I am not a victim, treat me with respect, and do not mistake my passivity for weakness. The Woodward is a hunter whose prey is solutions to moments of crisis. He acts as an emotional backstop when faith or the destructive energy in a situation faces us with seemingly irrational and overwhelming disaster. Yeah, I mean, this applies. It does. To me, it does. There are some keywords to this card, which are roots and branches of a tree. The noble instinct of protection, mercy, maturity of the will and emotional directness, and also the goddess Freya. There are some reading points to it. Through adversity or the process of rebalancing in life, we find courage within ourselves that flows from an unknown source. Sometimes that courage has to do with facing unavoidable truth or dealing with a person or problem that no amount of physical confrontation or emotional bravery will resolve. Yeah, I would say we are in that situation with this whole scamdemic. The Woodward strength, drawn from nature's inherent power to renew and overcome, is needed if we are to foresee what is to come and wait upon the turning of the seasons. Sometimes when faced with a challenging situation, we must find our own inner backstop, the point from which we will not retreat or from which we cannot move forward with quiet, or from which we can move forward with quiet confidence. The Woodward ethos has much to teach humanity about calm, resolute strength. I like it for the tribe. I like it a lot. I find it applies as a sort of advice. Calm and resolute strength. To not be brazen and to not be led by anger or hatred. To be like a tree grows. You don't see it grow, but it does grow. I like it a lot, and I will take this advice to heart as a pagan in these times. Oh well.